YouTube, Twitter, Finster, Princess, SoundCloud. It's your boy Tom202. And right now, I'm looking at the score of the Super Bowl. I'm going to show you guys. Falcons 21, Patriots 0. And all I'm going to say to that is, but he's Tom Brady. That's what I'm going to say to that. I'm not a Tom Brady fan. I can't stand him. Uh, you know what I'm saying? And I'd like to see Atlanta win. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see Atlanta, turn up on them. Uh, Muhammad Sanu doing his thing. Uh, led him to a scoring touchdown. And Julio Jones. You know what I'm saying? They can't stop the boy. This was the fear that they had going into the game. This is what some people predicted. They were just like, the Atlanta Falcons are going to win the Super Bowl because they can't stop the high-powered offense of Matt Ryan, Mohamed Sanu, and Julio Jones. And of course the others. They can't stop them. And if you keep Tom Brady off the field, even though they do have a good defense, on the Patriots side of the ball, but the problem is high-powered offenses will run the score up so high that that it's just hard for the defense to make an impact. Even though people say defenses win games, it's just like defenses win games when you have Von Miller on your side. You know what I mean? That defense won the game. But look at, what was it, 2 years before that when the Broncos went. Defense didn't win. They got what, 48-7. They got the scoreboard ran up on them. Why? Because of high-powered offenses. Now, remember the Legion of Boom a couple of years ago? The and what they were doing. Yeah, that defense was high-powered, but they still had Russell Wilson. They still have Russell Wilson. You know what I mean? They had a lot of good people on the offense too. They no longer have their number one running back, who I thought was just a great dude. Forgot his name, but nonetheless, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's just that the Falcons are really, really high powered and they have a lot of weapons. And Matt Ryan is just doing a stellar job. I still think Tom Brady is going to find a way. This is going to be like one of them old style football games where the score is like 38-31. I predicted that Brady would win by 13, and that doesn't necessarily mean that won't happen. But I also said that I don't care if I'm wrong because I don't bet on the games and I'm making any money. I just make YouTube videos. You know what I mean? So there's my thought on it so far, and like I said, I think the NFL is fixed, and we'll see at the end of the game what happens. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'm like I said, but he's Tom Brady. It's just like there's so many forces for him than there are against him. And if Atlanta can, if they can keep up the pressure and keep up that high pace, if they can keep Matt Ryan from getting sacked, and that's really what it is. It's the passing game that's it's just killer right now. But if they do like the Pittsburgh Steelers did in a playoff game when they realized that the Cincinnati Bengals had such a fast team, like they were so fast that it was just, there was really nobody who could stop them that year except maybe the Cardinals, because the Cardinals got that dynamite wide receiver who's the highest paid receiver in the game, Fitzgerald. But nonetheless, but the Cardinals were so fast, or not the Cardinals, but the Cincinnati was just, they were so blazing fast. They had Ocho, they had Hoosman, I forgot what his name was, but nonetheless, they were just so fast. But what they did was they pulled on Superman's cape. They pissed off Pittsburgh, and then Marvin Harris, who is one of the strongest human beings on the planet, even at 38 years old, he got pretty much tired of Carson Palmer, and they broke Carson Palmer's leg. They got into that backfield and they wrapped him up in a way that he wasn't getting up, and they had to peel him off of the field. I'm not saying that's what you should do, but I'm saying if you stop Matt Ryan, then you'll stop Julio Jones, and that's all there's to it. It's your boy Tone 202, but he's Tom Brady.